In the Middle East, Iran's ballistic missile arsenal is the backbone of its defense and power projection. For decades, Iran has built the region's largest and most diverse missile force, not just for pride but as a shield against powerful adversaries. With a weak air force and outdated conventional military, Iran relies on missiles to deter threats from the US and Israel. Ballistic missiles give Iran an asymmetric edge, allowing it to threaten cities and bases far beyond its borders. The strategy is simple: make any attack on Iran so costly that adversaries hesitate to strike. This doctrine of deterrence by punishment is central to Iran's identity and sovereignty. The lesson from the Iran-Iraq War was clear: only a credible missile force can guarantee national survival. Today, Iran's missile program is not just a military asset, it's a pillar of its regional power and a warning to its enemies. To understand Iran's strategy, you need to know what a ballistic missile is. Think of it as a rocket that's powered briefly, then coasts through space before crashing down on its target, fast, high, and hard to stop. Unlike cruise missiles, which fly low and maneuver, ballistic missiles follow a predictable arc but travel much farther and faster. Iran's arsenal includes missiles with ranges from a few hundred to over 2,000 kilometers, threatening both neighbors and distant foes. Warheads can be conventional or, in theory, much deadlier. Modern guidance systems have made these missiles far more accurate than ever before. Iran protects its missiles in underground bunkers and uses mobile launchers to keep them hidden and ready. This mix of range, accuracy, and survivability makes Iran's missile force a serious threat. It's the backbone of Iran's national security. Iran's missile arsenal is vast and varied, giving it options for any scenario. Short-range Fateh 110 missiles are mobile and accurate, ideal for quick strikes on nearby targets. The Shahab and Ghadr series, with ranges up to 2,000 kilometers, can reach Israel and beyond. Newer solid-fuel missiles like Haj Qasem and Khaibar Shekan combine long range with rapid launch capability, making them harder to destroy. Iran has even unveiled the Fatah-1, a claimed hypersonic missile designed to evade modern defenses. These weapons are stored in deep underground bases and dispersed across the country for survivability. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps controls this arsenal, ready to retaliate even after a first strike. This layered, resilient force ensures Iran can always respond with devastating power. Iran's missile doctrine is all about deterrence by punishment, making any attack too costly for its enemies. Lacking a modern air force, Iran uses missiles to threaten high-value targets, military bases, command centers, even cities. Regular missile tests and military drills send a clear message: Iran has both the weapons and the will to use them. This psychological pressure forces adversaries to think twice before striking. Iran also arms proxies like Hezbollah and the Houthis, creating a multi-front threat that complicates enemy planning. An attack on Iran could trigger missile barrages from across the region, not just Iranian soil. This strategy compensates for conventional weaknesses and multiplies the risks for any would-be attacker. It's a calculated approach that keeps Iran's adversaries on edge. Iran's missile doctrine is no longer just theory. It's been tested in real conflict. In April 2024, Iran launched hundreds of drones and missiles at Israel in retaliation for an Israeli strike, aiming to overwhelm defenses. Most were intercepted, but Iran proved it could reach its adversaries directly and gather valuable intelligence on enemy defenses. By 2025, Iran's retaliatory strikes became more focused and effective, with some missiles penetrating Israeli defenses and causing real damage. The targeting shifted from military to civilian areas, showing a willingness to escalate. These operations revealed Iran's ability to absorb attacks and respond with massive salvos, confirming the resilience of its missile force. Despite Israeli counterstrikes, Iran's dispersed and hardened arsenal allowed it to keep fighting. The missile threat is now a battlefield reality, not just a deterrent. This has fundamentally changed the security landscape of the Middle East. Iran's missile buildup has triggered a regional arms race, with rivals like Saudi Arabia and the UAE investing heavily in advanced missile defenses and their own offensive capabilities. The result is a more volatile region, where a single miscalculation could spark a devastating missile exchange. The US and Israel now devote major resources to tracking and countering Iran's missile force, leading to a constant cycle of adaptation on both sides. Israel's multi-layered air defense network is tested in real time, as Iran develops new ways to defeat it. Iran's missiles are both shield and sword, deterring attack and projecting power. As long as this arsenal exists, it will shape the region's military balance and drive rivalries. Understanding Iran's missile program is key to grasping Middle Eastern geopolitics. Engaging with this reality is the only way to manage a fragile peace.